you know, I want to cut through a lot of the bullshit inside of the self-improvement community, inside of all these gurus telling you how to become successful. And I want to give you some real advice, some real things you can take action on directly after this video to achieve your 2025 goals. Because I know what it's like to feel lost. I know what it's like to feel like I just want to make a change, but I have no clue how. There's no good advice. There's no one to help me. Everybody around me just wants to be the same and it has no original thoughts and just follows the path that everyone tells them to follow and lives a miserable life. I know what that's like. And I know what it's like to be like, I don't want that, but what do I need to do? And then I know what it's like to watch hours and hours and hours of people online trying to tell me how to make a change, yet by the end of the video still feeling like, but what do I do? I still feel lost. I still don't feel like I know what to do. I still don't feel like you gave me any actual advice. And so with these videos, I'm not looking to wow you. I'm looking to give you real truths, because the truth will set you free. That's what it says in the Bible. It does not say the truth will feel good, and it does not say the truth will feel bad. But it does say the truth will set you free. So I'm looking to give you the truth in this video. You know, it's like 6 a.m. right now. I got up hour and a half ago, 5 a.m. And I do my whole morning process. Wake up at 5, make some coffee, sit down and write in my journal. And like I do every day, I've been doing for the past 3 years. And I wrote in my journal this morning, like I always do. I say, good morning, world. Today's going to be an amazing day. Always setting the intention for the day. Then grounding myself by thanking God for today. Because like the way I look at it is like, I don't deserve today. I don't need today. But I was given it. So I need to thank God. I need to ground myself each and every single day. Because each and every single day, it's such a blessing. It's the biggest opportunity you have. Yeah, how often do we actually ground ourselves and just like be grateful that like, okay, I have this 24 hours. I have this blank slate in front of me to do something with myself. How often do we do that? Not often. And I found out the more I do that, the less negativity that comes into my life. Because when you're grounded, when you practice gratitude and ground yourself, you take yourself out of an entitled state, right? The opposite of entitlement is gratitude, and the opposite of gratitude is entitlement. So if I don't ground myself, I'm entitled to the goals I want, to who I want to become, to how I want to feel, and etc. All the things I want for myself, the person I want to become, I'm entitled to that. And so what that means is that means there's positivity, but there's also negativity that can come. And when you ground yourself, there's no words but up. Then I set my goals for the day. I create an action plan, a game plan. So that when each and every single moment throughout the day, I get an opportunity to take action. I have like this free time. I know exactly what I need to do to get ahead. And I haven't changed this process. This is the process I've used for 3 years, ever since I graduated high school 3 years ago, and I was working jobs of which I hated, and I knew I was gonna go to college, and nobody in my family was successful, so I had nobody to ask, and I just knew to myself, I have to do something. I remember the times where I woke up with so much anxiety, because like I was making $15.50 an hour, and I knew me, that's not gonna fucking cut it for the life I want. That's not gonna cut it for the family I want to create. And so I wake up with all this anxiety. But this right here is what helped me overcome that and stick to my fucking goals, even on those darkest days. Even in the mornings I woke up and I'm like, dude, you just need to go the safe route. Setting the intention, thanking God, practicing gratitude, and creating a game plan for the day. And then this morning, because 2025 is right around the corner, in 2 days, it's Sunday. In 2 days, it's going to be Tuesday, and it's going to be the New Year's. So I look back at all my old journals. I have 3 journals from the past 3 years. This is my 2024, I have my 2023, and I have my 2022 journal. And that one kind of started like around 2021. That's when I started journaling. And I'm looking through them, and I was flipping through all the pages. I'm like, and I'm just thinking back on my life, and I'm like, you really stuck to this process the entire time, even when you saw no results. Even when you gave every single day and everything your all, and at the end of the day, you still felt like you got nowheres. You still stuck to it. And I want to make this video to tell you the real truth about what it takes to achieve your goals. So if you're somebody who has the willpower, and this is one thing I want to say, the one word you should think about for 2025 is willpower. What are you willing to give for your goals, and what are you willing to give up? If you have strong willpower, you're willing to do whatever's required to achieve what you want, and you're willing to give up whatever's required to achieve what you want, then continue watching this. Because if you have the willpower like I did, where there was no ifs, ands, or buts, there was just, I'm going to make this happen, then the exact process I will lay out for you guys in this video for you, that if you follow and you have the willpower, you can achieve whatever you want. Because for so long, I worked my ass off day after day. I made sacrifices. I felt so alone at sometimes. I felt so hopeless at sometimes, but I still stuck to it because I had that willpower. And I did this for 3 years. And in the last 3 months, everything has clicked. You know, from the outside, you may see, okay, I blew up online a year and a half ago. I started my business a year and a half ago. I've been full-time online as an online coach and influencer and business coach for a year and a half. Like, oh, you're doing great. But like, here's the thing. Throughout entire 2024, I felt like I made no progress. At the beginning of 2024, after I got back from Thailand, after this 2-month trip, I realized what I want to do is I want to go after these bodybuilding goals. So for 6 months, I bulked up. For 6 months, I lived in a box. For 6 months, I didn't go out. I didn't do much but bodybuild. And that meant train, eat, sleep, repeat. That's it. Didn't grow on social media. My business didn't grow at all. I kept my clients, of course, because I was amazing to them. And they were making amazing progress. But other than that, the only thing that was growing was like my physique, right? And you would think, okay, you'd stick to that because you're going to, win this show and achieve a great result. Okay. Then I prepped for the show. And I do my first show, came in second, which is nice, out of like 12 people. Awesome. Still got beat, though. Didn't get number 1 after all the sacrifice. And I had to drop out of my second show, which I would have 100% got first in because it was a local show. It was an NPC. But I had to drop out of it because of some issues, some things that happened in life. And so I remember the week after that happened, I think I laid in bed for like 5 days. Like, I still got up and I did what I needed to do, but like, I just felt so tired. Didn't want to get up. Felt anxiety. Felt like a fucking failure. Because also, all of these goals I'm mentioning to you, I've wanted since I was 18. Since I was 18, I wanted to become the greatest bodybuilder. I wanted to get my pro card in classic physique, right? I wanted to move to Miami since I was 18, right? I wanted to find my wife since I was 18. And so, like, these were all goals I was working towards throughout 2024. And for 9 months, again, kind of failed the bodybuilding. I made progress, of course, but I still fell so short of my goals. I met this beautiful woman that it felt like I took the entire year and a half of dating. If you guys know my story, at the beginning of like 2023 or kind of halfway throughout it, I went through this like terrible breakup where I got cheated on. And I just went through this moment in my life where I was like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? This is like your dozenth relationship and you're still just fucking it up each and every single time. You're still just not the man. So I cut that shit out for so long. And I finally found this like beautiful girl who I was like, I would fucking marry this chick all day. And then throughout that prep, we broke up and we went no contact for 4 months. And with business as well, I didn't grow it at all. And I felt like I was the same. I felt like metric-wise, I was at the same exact spot 9 months into 2024 as I was at the beginning. And you want to know what it's like to sacrifice so much, to put so much work in, to give so much energy, so much time, attention, and even money to your goals, yet still feel like you made no progress, but continue pushing through and continue going and continuing having hope and faith that it's all going to work out. It takes a special type of person. It takes a special type of heart. It takes a special type of desire, and it takes a special type of faith to continue pushing day after day after day and continue giving it your all without loss of enthusiasm day after day after day. to make what you know must happen, happen. See, I get guys coming to me all the time in my Instagram DMs, wanting to get coached. I just don't let anybody on. I ask them some questions. And what I've realized is all these people, they want similar things as me. Yet their consistency with it is on and off, on and off, on and off. And they wonder why they haven't achieved their goals. They think they're going to learn something special from me. The only thing I'm going to teach you is I'm going to reveal to your mind the harsh truths of which you haven't been telling yourself. It's the fact that you need an instant outcome. It's the fact that you need outcomes from the work you put in. It's the fact that you aren't passionate enough about what you want. And that's why putting in work must be transactional for you. That's why each unit of energy, time, money, whatever you put in, you are expecting an equal opposite output in a short amount of time. But the truth is, success is going to lag behind you. Sometimes 3 months, sometimes 6, sometimes 9, sometimes years. And so that's why it takes a special type of faith to become successful in this world. Because just like me putting in so much effort, so much work, yet still not seeing the results, but continue to push through, not everyone can do it. And that's why you must have willpower. Because if you want to accomplish your biggest aspirations and your biggest goals in 2025, the expectation should be that you can get up every single day. You can follow your process. You can work towards your goals. You can give it everything. And even if nothing happens, and even if you feel like you make no progress, and even if you feel like you're in a worse position because now you have no friends, right? Because now you made all this sacrifice, right? Because now you spent all this time, but you're still not where you want to be, but you continue pushing without loss of enthusiasm. That's what it takes, bro. That's what the fuck it takes. Because in the last 3 months is when it felt like everything clicked for me. Right. I spent the entire 9 months of 2024 doing all this shit and feeling like I got nowhere. Still feeling like a failure. But in the last 3 months, everything changed. It's almost like God was testing me. It's almost like the universe was testing me. It's almost like failure actually is life's best teacher, and it's what you must go through to become the person you need to become for the success you want. Because I always say, and this is like the first video module inside of my coaching. It's not how, it's who. It's not how you become successful. It's who do you have to become throughout this journey to achieve the success you want, to get on the same vibrational wavelength of the things you want. And that's what kept me going, is just realizing it's not how, it's going to be who. And so even if you give it your all, Ryan, and even if you try your best, and you still feel like you fall short, mentally, spiritually, you grew. And that's how you achieve that goal of becoming the man you want to become for your family. Because you're still so young, you still have so much time. Why do you need success now? It's who you have to become throughout this journey. And that's the mindset you must have. Because I can promise you, you're going to feel behind. You're going to continue to feel behind. You're going to continue to feel like you're falling short. You're going to continue to feel like maybe this path isn't the right path. You're going to continue to look at other people who seem like they're winning so much faster, but you're not going to see how long they spent becoming that person. And that's the truth. All these people that spent a long time sacrificing, putting in work to become the person before everything clicked and everything came to fruition. You know, a month ago, I signed my lease to my Miami apartment, which I'm moving down to in 2 weeks. And I've been wanting to move to Miami since I was 18. I'm 21 and a half now. I turned 22 in June. So So I'm 21 and a half. So what does that mean? 3.5 years later, I'm finally achieving the goal that I was working towards effortlessly, diligently, each and every single day for the past 3.5 years. It's in my journal. It's in each and every single one of my journals over the past 3.5 years that this is the goal I wanted. By the time I was 20, then I hit 20, didn't get there, hit 21, still not there. Couple months into 21, still not there. But then within 90 days, everything changed. My business finally got to the point where I had enough money to move there. Mentally, I finally got to the point where I believed in myself enough that I was deserving and worthy of that. I finally allowed myself to be successful. I finally allowed myself to have the mental image, to have the identity shift I need to have to achieve what I wanted. But I looking back now, I knew I wouldn't have got here if I didn't go through all of this bullshit all year and last year and the year before and my entire life. And that's why I do this each and every single morning. And that's why I require the clients that I coach to get in the best shape they want, to blow up on social media, to grow their online coaching business. That's why I get them to do this right here. Because if you follow the process each and every single day, if you ground yourself each and every single morning, if you prepare for success by writing down your goals and your actual items each and every single day, you will eventually achieve it. The question is not when, the question is when do you become who? When are you mentally? When is your subconscious mind ready and primed to achieve the success you were working towards? That's the shift that needs to happen. It's in here. It's not out here. Your external world is a byproduct of your internal world. And that's not just how you think. It is what is truly ingrained inside of your subconscious mind. And so in the past 3 months, like I said, the business finally grew. I finally grew. I finally made that shift. And I changed the way I thought about myself. But it was the entire buildup that led to that life-changing moment. It wasn't some special thing I did. It wasn't some special video I watched. It wasn't some special mindset tip. It was the work that instilled the worth. Some of you guys, you only need to put in a little bit of work to instill that worth. Some of you guys, maybe like me, you need to put in a lot of work to instill that worth. It depends on where you're starting at. I started from fucking ground zero. There's no reason I should be here. I should end up like most of my family. Drug addicts, broke, depressed. But I decided to commit mental suicide and just think that my life's already over and that anything from here is up. So even if I put in so much work and make so much sacrifice and feel like I get nowheres, I still get somewheres. I was at my friend's house the other night, and this is a side tangent, but it connects to the whole goal of this video. I was at my friend's house last night because it's his birthday. He had a couple friends over. He had his girl over. And they're playing Fortnite. They're playing games. I wasn't playing. I don't play games anymore. I was watching them. And, they would come in like top 10, third place, top 25. And when they would die, they'd be like, oh, fuck. And they would rage and they would get all pissed off. They're like, fuck, because they didn't place first. And then I would always be that guy. I literally said, like, after one of my buddies came in like top 10, I was like, but dude, you came in top 10th. And they all looked at me and they're like, leave it up to Ryan to make it positive. Like, not that type of way, but like a good way. Because I just always have to make things positive. And that's what I notice about a lot of people. They always look at how far they are away from their goals, but they never look at how far they came. They never look at the experience gained through the failure. And even that simple mental shift of, oh, I've gone through everything. I've failed so many times. I fell short of my goals. because that is more valuable than actually achieving my goals. So you think it's the successful people that you look up to, that you want to be like, that you see online, they feel like bigger failures than the actual failures in life. Light bulb. The people who are real failures in life, the people who don't go after anything they want, they just follow the fucking script, they're sucked into the matrix, those people are the people who feel successful. Because their goals are so small, or they don't even have any, they're never falling short of anything. And that's why they feel good, and that's why they are comfortable. Yet when you have these big fucking goals, when you know there's something that you need to achieve with your life that's greater than what the average person is achieving, then you are going to continuously feel like you are falling short and not doing enough, and continuously feel like a failure. But that's a good sign that you're heading in the right direction, because that is a sign of growth. And so the passion must be strong. The willpower must be strong to continue pushing through those negative emotions. Because if you can raise your frequency through your mindset and the way you look at things and through your attitude, you will vibrate past the negative emotions of failure, of fear, of anxiety, of whatever. And you will go right over them. You'll still feel them. You'll still see that they're there. But your willpower to make it happen will be so much stronger that you'll make it right over that. That's the mindset that it takes to succeed in 2025. Is it doesn't matter what you achieve, it matters who you become this year. Yes, write down your goals. I have my goals written down. I know the car I want. I know how much money I want to make. I know I want to find my wife. I know I want to do this, that, and the third. I know I want to start a supplement brand. And so these are things I'm going to work towards. But if I don't achieve any of them by 2025, I'm not going to give up. I may feel like a failure, but I won't identify myself as a failure. I will see how far I came by pushing myself to achieve these things. Because it's the passion of growing my consciousness, it's the passion of growing myself that I am truly in love with. And that's what you must fall in love with, is the journey of life and not the destination. It's the growth of self and not the growth of the external world. And that's why your validation must come from you. If you're doing all these things to get validation from your parents, from your exes, or from people around you, your friends, it's going to bring negativity. It's going to allow the devil to come into your life and bring you the negative emotions and keep you living in fear. But when your validation simply just comes from yourself, your actions, and who you become, and that's the only thing that you need to validate yourself, is your actual growth that may not translate into the external world, but it's in here. Then you will see that you are actually becoming successful and you're on the right path. And you'll continue pushing, you'll continue going. So, I understand the position some of you guys might be in. Feeling lost, feeling hopeless. Feeling like this might be another year, and at the end of it, you may just feel the same. You may just look the same. You may just be the same. But it's a simple mindset shift of putting in the work and following your process day after day without loss of enthusiasm. That is one day going to get you to the point where you yield all of the fruits of your labor. Again, for 3.5 years, I worked towards all these goals and I still felt like I got nowheres. And then within 3 months, everything changed. And like I said, that girl that I met that I was like, I want to marry this chick. 4 months, no contact. She came back to me. She came back. Because she saw the man I became. She saw I didn't lose enthusiasm. You know what it's like to just meet somebody that you're like, this is what I work towards, this is who I want, then to have all of that crumble, and then continue to push in your self-improvement and self-development, and to continue giving yourself better, even when you feel like you've been doing this for so long, yet things are still just not going your way, you know what that's like? It takes a special type of person to keep doing that. But I kept doing it. And throughout that, I became the man that maybe I needed to become. We'll see. I'm not going to put any wishes or promises on it, but we'll see. Because I only care about the end of this life, when I'm passing away, to say to myself confidently that I gave it my all. And that no matter the outcome I leave this life with, I gave it my all. I was passionate. I didn't lose enthusiasm. I had faith. And whatever I achieved was what I was supposed to achieve. It's not the outcome you were chasing. It's the person you were becoming. Just look at the way the general population operates. Right when 2025 hits, everybody's going to be acting different online. Everybody's going to be acting different in real life. There's going to be so many new people in the gym. Everyone's going to suddenly just fucking change. Thinking that a change of actions for a couple months is how they're going to get a change of lifestyle. No. It's the consistent pursuit over time that crafts you into the individual you have to become, where everything all of a sudden just clicks and the success comes. So the question is, are you truly worthy of the success you desire? Because if you cannot confidently say, yes, I have given it my all day after day after day, and I've become the man I need to become to achieve the success that I want, then you aren't there yet, and that's fine. Because if you continue pushing, and if you have the willpower to continue going through the ups and downs of life and the things you must go through to become that person, it's going to come. No ifs, ands, or buts. So set your goals for 2025. But more importantly, fall in love with the person you're going to become throughout this year. Success is when preparation meets opportunity. It's not put in this and get out that. It's when success is when preparation meets opportunity. And so for the past 3.5 years, I have been preparing for this new opportunity that's going to come my way. Where now I'm in a new city, I'm a new man, I have new opportunities. And all of that entire boot camp that I've been going through the past 3.5 years, it's been leading up to this point where now I feel like I can actually flourish. And I'm only speaking about myself because I can only share from personal experience. So if you want the exact process, follow mine. And this is exactly what I teach my clients. You wake up at a set time each and every single day. You get up and you journal. You set the intention for the day, you thank God for the day, you practice gratitude, and you create a game plan for the day to move yourself ahead. Because it's the process that gets you there. It's not the outcome. It's the process. If you follow a process each and every single day, it will come true. You will make it happen. After that, you take massive amounts of action. And I'm not talking watching another fucking YouTube video. I'm not talking searching for the answer outside of there. I'm talking about just doing something and either failing or succeeding, because that's the only way to actually build the mind. What my trip to Thailand taught me is that what it instilled in me is a decision-making process, because I woke up each and every single day with a blank slate, like a complete blank slate. It's different when you're at home. It's different when you're where you live and you know all these people. You fall into a general operating system. But when I woke up each and every single day with no one who knew me, I didn't even feel like I knew myself out there. It developed my mind so much quicker. Because I had to teach myself how to think for myself, and I had to teach myself what to do with my day. And so that's why you just must take massive action. because it's only the action that teaches you. But the action, don't expect the outcome of a real life result. Expect the outcome of a identity shift, of a character creation. Because you'll build that up, you'll get your character to a certain point where eventually all of the fruits of your labor, boom, they become real. And most important thing is you cut out all of the bullshit. Success is not what you need to do, it's what you gotta stop doing. It's 5% of what you do, and it's 95% of what you stop doing. It's the distractions. It's the bad habits. It's the vices that numb your pain. And the pain is your power that you need to have the willpower to push through. And you read a little bit of positive information each and every single day. And you catch yourself each and every single moment of the day when you're going negative, and you instantly switch that to positive. And if you just focus on the identity shift that needs to happen, and you stick with it, everything else will come to fruition. Your desires, your goals are already yours. You just have not achieved the level of character of which you need to achieve to unlock them yet. All it takes is 1 to 2 good decisions each and every single day to get there. Stop trying to sprint to your goals and just focus on staying consistent. You don't need to make 5 steps at each and every single day. You don't need to make 5 good decisions each and every single day. You just need to take 1 or 2 steps and make 1 or 2 good decisions. And then you compound those enough over time where you start to exponentially grow to the point where you break that threshold of character, where the floodgates for all the success you want opens up and it comes to you. This journey that we're on for 2025, guys, is going to be massive. So make sure you stay updated on this channel. Make sure you follow the journey. Drop a subscribe down below. And if you want to make 2025 the best year of your life, if you want to completely shift your physical, your mental, your spiritual, and your financial outcomes in life, there's a link down in the description where you can talk to me one-on-one, and you can see if you qualify for the coaching. And you can join the team of Team Handsome PR and PR Mindset, where our entire community is working towards this better life. Is working towards the men we want to become, that we need to become for our family and for this world. Because there really is a masculinity crisis. There's so many young men who are lost, and they're fine with it. I'm not fucking fine with that. I would go my entire life making sacrifices and working my ass off and not seeing a result just to become a man of wisdom. That's all I'm chasing is wisdom. And that's all you should chase this year as well, as wisdom. Because if all you derive your success from is the person you become and the wisdom you gain, then you are successful each and every single day. And the rest of it is just a byproduct. I love you guys. And if you still feel lost after this video, click my channel. There's a bunch more, or rewatch this video. Because the truth is, it's not how, it's who. So I can't give you definite steps because it's up to you to figure it out. But I can tell you that you need to become who to achieve the success you want. I love you guys. Peace out.